Hello everyone, today we'll be taking a look at a set from the Ninjago movie. So not your normal Ninjago series, this is set 7012, the Green Ninja Mech Dragon. It's one of the big sets and let's take a look right at it. Alright, let me just start off by making this very clear. This is a robotic dragon. It's not supposed to be organic, it's not supposed to look anywhere near a natural looking dragon. This is a robot built out of parts, built out of technology and from scratch. So you need to look at the design from a robotic point of view. Some people think, oh my god, he doesn't look anything like an authentic dragon. Well, that was not the point of the set. They weren't trying to go for an authentic dragon. So let's take a look at this dragon. And the Ninjago movie sets were pretty good, except the hype for it wasn't really that great. So the sets quickly went on sale, went on discount for some reasonably really good prices. So I got this set last year, so by the time of this recording I've already had this set for a year, so it's just now that I'm doing the review. But you can see there are no wings on this dragon. I don't think it was I think it was intentional that didn't include any wings on him. I think mostly it's just because he's mostly powered by the rocket boosters on his legs. But then again, yeah, he has a lot of play features, and let's get right to it first. So starting off, let's look at the head. The head is one of, I think, the coolest mech dragon designs they've done. In 2014 they released a Nindroid mech dragon, or it was a mech dragon for the Nindroids, the bad guys. And I remember it was like the first robotic dragon they did. The head wasn't that great in my opinion, but now looking at this one, they've definitely improved by a bit, because these, although it's still brick built, it still uses some specially molded pieces. I think these are from junior sets if I can recall. So you got the snout here, jaw here. This thing can fully open and close. So this is the closed form, and it can open as far as this. You can see it. This is how as far as it can open. And inside you can see there's a tail built with a LEGO flag piece. That's pretty creative. Whiskers. Are those what they're called? Whiskers? I don't know, but they're using pieces from the Disney Princess Legos. That's pretty smart. And let's not mention the fact that there are bananas here. These pieces used here, those are bananas, golden bananas. So that's great. You can that's a sign of creativity. And the eyes, very nice build here. It just looks very mechy, very robotic, and that's exactly what they're trying to go for. And I think that looks well. And in terms of articulation, this thing can rotate all the way up, all the way around, and go left and right, but it can't really go up and down so much because it's for the neck that goes up and down. Now Lloyd doesn't sit on the actual back of the dragon. He sits more on the neck. He sits more on the upper neck to fly it. So you can see here are the controls, and that's his panel. He flies it here. Pretty nice cockpit, you know, to fly this thing. And then the neck itself can just move up and down. So the up and down goes to the neck, just like that. You can go all the way up here. In fact, you can make the dragon look all the way up if you want, just like that. Or you can make him look all the way down. Well, actually this is as far as he can go, but it still takes you somewhere. Now the middle part of the body is built in two different sections. The upper section is bigger and the other section is a little smaller, and you can see you can actually rotate this slightly because it has those really soft rubber pieces here that just help make it so you can rotate it, but enough restriction that you can't twist it all the way around. So cool little balance there. And yeah, not bad. And then for the wings, I would say you can call these wings, but they're mostly just used to flap out and like, I don't know, help Lloyd when he's flying the thing. I guess it helps him with like accelerating to make sure he can slow down at the right time and like speed up at the right time, and just make sure he doesn't, you know, mess up on the flight. Now let's look at the back here. You can see there's a lot of spikes built here, really nice pattern of spikes going on. It just makes the thing look very like Godzilla, if you ask me. And then we look at the tail. The tail again is on these whip things, so you can fully do like a whipping motion, just like that. They've done this tradition for I think a lot of dragons and a lot of like creature-like vehicles. So this isn't a first. They've done it with the Ultra Dragon. So this is not new at all, but it's definitely a cool little play feature. Definitely something you don't want to miss, that's for sure. And then the build itself is very straightforward until you get to the end, which uses golden katanas and this golden elemental blade piece that they used originally for Hero Factory. Now they're using it for system sets too, so that's great. Now let's look at the legs. The legs are particularly special because these all use olive green pieces, and these are very nice olive green foot pieces. And articulation, you can move this, you can move the ankles, and you can pose it in all sorts of ways you like. Now the front legs are a bit different. They're bigger, and they have stud shooters right here, so you can fire studs. If he's flying like this, then the dragon can fire some studs at his enemies. Now there's one more play feature, and that is, of course, it's a mech dragon, so it ought to be equipped with some weapons, some pretty good weapons. So you flip this open and you flip this open. Okay, and inside here you can see these are rocket boosters. So if he needs to go turbo fast, like super fast, then he activates these rocket thrusts and he goes zooming, and that's when you can pull these out to really help with the acceleration. And that's how this thing goes super duper fast. Interesting play feature. But in the movie, this thing had a heck ton of missiles and fired a ton of missiles at Garmadon, but unfortunately don't have that in the actual sets. But cool little dragon nonetheless, something really fun to play with, that's for sure. The figures included in this set, we got 4 of them. This is Garmadon, Lloyd, and Sensei Wu, and a henchman called, if I can read the box, it says Charlie. Charlie, that's his name. Wow, these henchmen have some pretty basic names if you ask me. But you can see, this is where you can get, I don't know, there are several sets where you can get Garmadon, but this is one of the few. And you can see we have movie version Wu, not like your normal Ninjago Wu. And you can see he's got like the, I wouldn't call this a skirt. Kinda does look like one though, if you ask me. But I don't know what this is called, but he's got this and staff, hats. I think it's the same as, you know, classic Ninjago Wu. Jackie Chan Wu, by the way. Always nice to have that. Then we have Lloyd. This is Lloyd, the Green Ninja himself. Movie version, obviously. You can see he's got this katana. And these ninja helmets are 2 pieces. So you can take that off. And then inside is his actual face. And honestly, I gotta say, I'm not really a big fan of the movie version ninjas. I really much prefer going back to the OG original ninjas. And then we got Charlie the henchman. Kinda see he looks like a bandit because he uses those bandit pieces from LEGO City. His weapon here is a fish harpoon. That's it, creative, using a fish as a weapon. Pretty interesting choice there, but you can see he's a very straightforward figure. You can definitely use this guy to blend in with your LEGO City stuff. This guy can even be another robber you can throw in your LEGO police station. I'm just saying, he looks perfectly identical to LEGO City stuff. And I guess the point of these sets is you can mix them up with your LEGO City things if you want. But here is the main antagonist of the Ninjago movie, and throughout all Ninjago, Lord Garmadon himself. And this is not your evil, super evil Garmadon, this is your comedic, hilarious Garmadon. And you can see his weapon here, which keeps falling off. It keeps rotating because it's on a pin here, and that's what I don't like about this weapon. It's on a pin, so it keeps rotating because of gravity and this thing dragging along. It looks good, but I don't like the pin. And this is supposed to be the laser pointer, or yeah, the thing that Garmadon uses in the movie to summon the giant kitty to destroy the city. So this is to mimic the laser shooting out, and then I guess this is, since it's a LED pointer shooter in real life for us, this is the keychain. So this is a LEGO version of a laser pointer. Pretty interesting piece. Yeah, no, nothing less, but way too heavy for a weapon for Garmadon. But speaking of Garmadon, here he is, the four-armed Garmadon, with I guess this is his warlord outfits. He got his skirts in front here, and in the back he's got a cape. And I really like this version, this Garmadon's helmet. It's a very overlordy, warlord-like helmet, not like the older one where it had a bone on top. Didn't look as you know, as powerful as this helmet, that's for sure. And when you can lift this up, yes, you'll notice he has his normal standard torso since the first Ninjago, but they changed up his second torso for his new pair of arms. So pretty nice Garmadon. Nevertheless, I think this is a really good Garmadon, and yeah, pretty awesome Garmadon. Okay, so oops, he fell, but we've wrapped up basically everything in this set. Okay, so in terms of value, what do I think of this set? Kind of big if you ask me, but there's a lot to offer for this big set. And to get one giant mech dragon, I think it's a pretty smart choice. It's an okay set. I think I give this 7 out of 10. I'll maybe add a little bit more things to spice up the set instead of just a Garmadon, and maybe add a little vehicle or something to counter the dragon. But good set nonetheless. Kind of disappointing with the hype for Ninjago movie wasn't that great, but I think these sets were pretty cool. This one was pretty nice in my opinion. Definitely not my favorite one, but still a pretty cool dragon nevertheless, and definitely one you should pick up. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on this set. Well, what are your thoughts on this set? Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's terrible? Like or dislike, subscribe, and we'll see you all for more stuff coming very, very soon. Peace out.